It's 6:15. Today marks the 14th anniversary of the September 11th attacks. Nearly 3,000 people, including 400 emergency responders, lost their lives. Our Alex Osiris spoke one-on-one with a doctor new to East Texas who was in the first wave of paramedics to arrive at the World Trade Center. Alex, how did being a first responder at Ground Zero affect his life moving forward?
Wayne, Dr. Alex Korniyanko says because of his experience, he went from treating patients on the streets of New York to pursuing a medical degree. It's been 14 years now, and he treats patients in Tyler, but the sounds and images of September 11th will always be with him and impact him. Now he says he's sharing these events with us this morning.
I'll never forget that day.
Alex Korniyanko was 21 years old and just 3 weeks on the job as a paramedic on September 11th, 2001. That morning, he wasn't supposed to work until 11 o'clock in the morning. But when he woke up and looked out his window, he knew something was wrong.
And I see smoke coming out of one of the buildings, and I see 3,000 missed phone calls, multiple voice messages.
One of the messages came from his commander telling him what was happening and where Korniyanko needed to go as soon as he could. He was just a mile and a half north when the first tower fell. The images of smoke, debris, and people stay with him.
It was fear, you see people running for their life, you see pretty much people scattering and looking for exits.
But it was the wail of alarms attached to firefighters' oxygen tanks who had run into danger, never to return, that Korniyanko says are even more bothersome.
It just makes the hair on your skin stand up, and you know exactly what it is, but you just cannot process it. You know that the reason why those sensors going off is because obviously that person is not moving.
He treated trauma cases blocks from the devastation for 14 hours before transporting a fellow paramedic who couldn't breathe in those conditions.
People couldn't even breathe, it was so difficult to inhale.
Korniyanko spends anniversaries like today reflecting, adding that after 14 years, the event and the memory of his fallen brothers is always on his mind.
It makes you also think, how important or how much we should appreciate to be alive, and what does it mean to enjoy life.
Korniyanko says it was difficult for the first few years to talk about September 11th, but now he meets once a year with the same paramedics he worked with at Ground Zero, something he says has helped with his recovery.